Hey to the people, what's going on? It's me, Chase. This is No Chaser TV. Thank you for tuning in wherever you're watching on X, YouTube, or Facebook. We do greatly appreciate you. I'm here today with my happy hour co-host, Tori B. Tori B, what is the TTT? Well, I can't hear you.
Sorry, it's so much going on. Atlanta finally came and Married to Medicine, and we got a very interesting Beverly Hills episode.
Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of teams we're going to get into. We also have an interview that we'll show you, or an excerpt of an interview that we'll show you. Hazel. We also have the Tamar Braxton and Craig the Stewart, Craig the Stewart, Craig the writer Stewart drama to get into, and we're going to talk about some RHOC. So hopefully the people will come on into the building, show us some love like you've been doing. We do greatly appreciate it as you're coming in. What I'm going to go ahead and do is, because I know Beverly Hills is on the tip of everyone's tongue after that episode last night, I'm going to leave you to it. Go ahead and give the people your thoughts and just go ahead and talk about Beverly Hills for a little bit, if you will.
Yes, so this was a very interesting episode, especially with the cliffhanger of us seeing photos of Mauricio with the little ting out in Europe. So that was interesting to see, and them actually talk about it on camera. So that was, very interesting. But another thing that was constantly being spoken about is how much Bose was kind of up Dorit's ass and not really holding her accountable. So we do finally see that Sutton apologizes for her comments about how much bigger her wallet is than Dorit's. But Dorit, overtalks per usual and doesn't allow Sutton to finish what she's saying. And we see Bose finally holds her accountable instead of always jumping to her aid, um, not knowing the full details. So, she had to stop the whole situation, be like, but you're not listening. She is apologizing right now. Like, so let me know your thoughts about last night's episode of Beverly Hills. Like, are you happy that Bose is finally coming to her senses and being like, all right, Dorit, like, you're doing a little bit too much? The woman apologized and you won't shut up and let her finish apologizing? Or, are you team Dorit? Or, how do y'all feel about Mauricio and Kyle having a conversation after he got caught kissing some nearly naked young girl in the airport? Let me know your thoughts. Yes, and Kyle and Boz did have a good scene. I will, let me know what was y'all fun. I see Amanda K said finally. Yeah, like we know, like it's about time. You can't always, you know, I feel like they are highly critical of Garcelle and Garcelle and Sutton's relationship. They accuse Sutton of actually of Garcelle speaking for her, like, oh, she's her representative. I don't see that. What I see is there are times where she feels like, she'll let them talk and handle her own mess, but when things are not fair or things go too far, she does interject. As I think any friend should, right? If you see things going left and your friend is very sensitive, because Sutton is sensitive, speak up for them before it gets out of hand. All right, what y'all saying? Dorito needs to wrap it up. I'm over the antics. I agree. I agree with that. But she lacks self-awareness, and what I would say is Dorit is a perpetual victim. Like, she never sees what she does, but always wants to point out what everybody else does. Like, there was no reason for you to be um asking Sutton why she drinking water. She can't drink water. When she have alcohol, that's a problem. When she drink water, that's a problem. That didn't make sense to me. Hey, SD Mac, how you doing? Amanda K says it's crazy seeing Maurice walking around opening cabinets, making coffee. He has a whole condo, right? Kyle needs her own place. I don't, Kyle loves that house. Like, I don't know if she would ever give that up. That's where her kids were raised. So I don't know. I don't foresee Kyle ever giving up that place. I think they're just in a very comfortable place. Oh, how did y'all feel? Because Kathy be clocking it. Like, Kathy was like telling all the business, okay? Kathy definitely be telling all her sister business.
I love it. Let me tell you one thing about Kathy. I love that she calls him Maurice. Okay. That is definitely like disrespectful. And I live for every minute of it because now he's affectionately known as Maurice with me as well. Maurice is his name. And I love how she threw out there, well, he don't have money to be doing that shit no way. So I don't know what
She clocked that.
she like to look, she's like,
and yeah, because
where he get money from to be doing that anyway? Hiring them people, hiring the Roxy.
she's saying he ain't got his money ain't long, and I said, "Ooh, Kathy clocked that."
One thing she gonna do is be on Maurice ass, okay?
And not take her little kitten heels off his neck.
And she do now, okay, okay. Keep him wrapped up like a peppermint in her purse, in her pocketbook. Baby, she don't play with him. Yes, the people are saying yes. Let's get into something really quickly before we move forward. I ain't got no pictures for them people because I don't give a damn. But let's talk about it real quick before we go ahead with the advertised portions of the show. Lisa Barlow is allegedly holding out on this season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and allegedly asking for a $1 million salary for the season, even though they had the seventh lowest premiere out of like 8 Housewife franchises this season. So they only beat out New York. So that means Dubai had a higher premiere rating than they did.
And they on pause.
All right. Dubai had a higher rating than them. And, that show is a juggernaut as far as content is concerned. However, in the ratings, it's just not a live rating darling. Do you think she's asking for too much money? Excuse me.
Yeah.
The works. I'm sorry, child.
It's okay.
Go ahead, y'all. I'm sorry.
I would definitely say, hell yeah. Lisa Barlow ain't worth that much money, okay? Lisa Barlow lives in a very delusional Lisa Barlow baby gorgeous world where she does nothing wrong and she is everything to everybody with her limited vocabulary, okay? Very limited. I don't foresee it. I watch for Mary and Angie now.
Well, y'all know that I was definitely Mary's number one. Okay, so there's that. And but what I will say is, I'm the kind of girl I don't never step on nobody's coin. That's the kind of girl I am. I'm a girl's girl, so I'm never going to say that's too much. Get more if you can get more.
I agree with that.
That's the kind of girl I am.
Yeah,
if
but
she can get it. But now the season has started, and they just had a group trip already, and you missed the group trip. I don't see where they would give her $1 million for whatever they have left if she's already missed one group trip. At this point,
who was the housewife that was getting $1 million?
The Atlanta girls.
They are not Atlanta. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying the people was trying to say that they had rivaled Atlanta season 6 last season. I had to stop that shit. That was some bullshit. No, you will never come close to Atlanta on its heyday. Never. Maybe they rivaled some of the best of New York before the reboot, because New York was that girl before the reboot. It really was, in my opinion. Maybe they rivaled some of the best of New York. Season 10 New York is top tier. Season 8 New York is top tier. So maybe they rivaled those seasons.
For me, it's not about stepping on her toes or actually like not wanting her to make that money. My thing is, as somebody who works in corporate America, I completely understand. For you to make that kind of coin, sorry, y'all live in New York background. For you to make that kind of coin, You got to have the audience. You got to have
They
the
don't
numbers.
have that.
And she does not have that. That's why I say she's very delusional. And for me, I could care less if she stay or go. I mean,
Really? I
I
think the show needs her. I'm not gonna ever go
you
that
need
far.
a villain, yes,
They need her.
I guess. But
They
I'm all
need
right.
her.
Heather could go.
Because
Give
guess
it
what's
a
gonna
give
happen?
it a mill and get rid of Heather or the other one or Whitney.
One of two things is gonna happen. Either your villain is going to become Angie K, or your villain is going to become Bronwyn.
I feel like
Yeah,
Bronwyn already
this,
kind of got some of the villain.
yeah, because Bronwyn was on that bullshit last season. Remember, I was telling y'all at the beginning. I said something about this don't feel right. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
stand this yet. Remember, I said that.
yeah.
Hmm. And that wasn't because I knew anything. That just I'm a good judge of character. She was doing too much. My thing was you're not loyal to anybody, Diva. Yeah. All
I
right.
mean, she
But
didn't really carry the. To me, she just started carrying it because it was all Jen. The first two seasons,
who was Jen? Oh, Jen.
Jen
Well,
Shaw.
to me, it was Mary and Jen those first 2 years.
Yeah, those supposed. Yeah. So I don't know, Lisa Barlow, please.
At least if they give her coin, run her the money.
Mm,
Lisa say run her coin. I'm never gonna come in between a girl and her coin, y'all. I'm sorry. If
yeah,
but she ain't getting it.
if she had a marquee franchise, she's not. Salt Lake City is a good show. I'm not saying it's not, but the
They
viewership
should be
is not
making that
there.
kind of money. It just doesn't align.
Yeah, the viewership is just not there. So that's where I'm at.
All right, you guys. Now, Tamra Judge announced that she quit the Real Housewives of Orange County while they are on their cast trip in New Orleans over the weekend. It was seen that she was walking around in one of the scenes with Gretchen. And after those pictures leaked the internet, then she went ahead and she quit. Now, let me tell you what I think about that. Y'all ready? Because I want to be very just blunt and very honest and just very who I am, right? They're saying that she quit because Teddy Mellencamp, her best friend, is going through a lot. Teddy Mellencamp is going through a lot. Cancer sucks. So I'm not going to negate what Teddy going through is something that is weighing heavily on Tamra Judge at the moment. I would never take that away from her. But Tamra full of shit. Tamra full of shit. And I'm saying it, and I'm sticking my neck out on the line for it. What it is that they whipping Tamara ass this season. They brought Gretchen back and Jennifer Padronti, whatever name. Jen is not playing her ass no more. And I think that what it looks like to me is that the tables have finally turned on Tamara. I don't know if that's true or not. Now I heard through the grapevine that it was allegedly going to be a Tamara takedown season. That's what I heard. And then they cast Gretchen Rossi, so I kind of believe it, right? However, if what I heard is in line with what we see over the weekend in New Orleans, and now she quits, it's classic Tamara. Because let's just be honest and let's be real. Tamara don't give a damn about what anybody else is going through. People are going through things all the time. Jen and her boyfriend was going through all that stuff about whether or not her boyfriend was, a legitimate businessman and all that stuff. It was a tough time in her life. She got put out of her house because she wasn't paying the rent. She got evicted or whatever. She's got all these children. She's got a lot going on. And then we have you over here badgering her every 5 seconds. Shannon was going through a hard time having to film with the girlfriend to her ex-boyfriend who is suing her for money that she may or may not have loaned, and you're responsible for being on the show, and you're kicking her ass down every chance that she get, letting everybody know that she sneaks drinks and does this and does that, and you didn't give a hot fuck whether or not she was going through a bad time. You wanted to make sure that it was even worse. So while I do not negate Teddy Mellencamp going through something that weighing heavily on you, let's not use Teddy Mellencamp as a shield, because the grace that you want for yourself is the grace that you have consistently denied others, because you have had your foot on other people's necks, and this is what it feels like. And they didn't run like you would. If they would have quit, she would have been every kind of wearing those cast members out if they would have quit when they were going through tough times and she was being nasty to them. So I hope they give her the same sort of treatment because it has nothing to do with Teddy Mellencamp. It has everything to do with the way that you treat people and your track record and the pattern in which you've treated people when they've gone through horrible times. You have made sure that it was 10 times more worse. So she gets not an ounce, not an inch of sympathy from me.
She had it coming though.
She had it coming.
She had a lot. She was doing too much. Even that stupid. She still got that podcast with Teddy.
Oh, well, she still has the podcast. Teddy right now is not doing it because Teddy's going. She's having a cancer journey right now.
Right, but you was talking mad shit on that podcast
about everybody. But she's not even a podcast, and that's even worse. So not only do I get paid for you to sit around and do this to me, now you're making more money off of you doing this to me, and I don't get no residual income for it. That's the difference.
Not even to mention, I'm not even gonna go to the Shannon route, right? Not to mention that nonsense where she told everybody she had autism.
I cussed her out about that.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm just saying, but that's what she does. When she's in the hot seat for her behavior, it's, oh, this is happening. But you don't care when anybody else has anything else going on. You never care. That girl's, Gretchen's boy, whoever he was to her first season 4, I'll never forget it. He told Gretchen to go out and have some fun because he's just been in the hospital and she had been in the hospital for days and days and days. So she went out and had some fun. They get around the camera and the first thing Tamra asks Gretchen is, did you go to Bass Lake? Like, oh my God, that was like the shot heard around Real Housewives. Like that was the shot heard around the world. Like it was so low and nasty and dirty. And that's the kind of person that she's consistently been. And it's just not something that just happened. She's been treating these girls like that since season 3 and they're on season 17.
Just a miserable person. I don't got time for that. That's
so it don't have nothing to do with Teddy. We definitely have sympathy for Teddy. We're wanting the best for Teddy. We wish that Teddy pulls through. We wish the best for Teddy and her family in relation to this illness and her friends in relation to this illness. But you're not going to be able to use that to escape what you've done. And you need to don't quit. You need to come on back and take your ass whooping like everybody else has had to, or face the same consequences that everyone has had to. And that's what I think about it. I wanted to make sure we talked about that because Tamara knows she dead ass wrong. I put that in the description so I won't forget it.
Yeah,
I will.
Never been a fan of hers, but
nasty tail stuff.
All right. SD Max said Tamara always been a punk. Amanda K said,
remember she got the running on that group trip when they tried to confront her. She got the running.
I hate when people run from confrontations.
That is so confrontational though. When the shoe is on the other foot, if the shoe is on the other, word to Pat LaBelle. If the shoe was on the other foot, she'd be on your ass. Hey, mademoiselle.
Yeah, of course. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. What they talking about in the group?
SD Max said they agree with you. Amanda K, I forgot. Is Teddy still living with Kyle? You right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Teddy was going through that thing, but I believe Edwin has been by her side through this all.
Okay.
Yeah. He's been by her side.
Mademoiselle said, I'll never forget how Tamra threw the drink at Jenna's face.
She threw the drink in Jen's face. No, she threw the drink in Gina's face. She threw a napkin at Jen. She pulled a chair out from under Alexis. She's just done some really nasty stuff. She's done some really nasty stuff.
That's fighting in our community.
Absolutely. She won't do that to anybody else.
Don't throw nothing.
Doing that. You
catch these hands.
All right, you guys, we're going to move on because Tamar Braxton had some words for Craig, the writer Stewart, at T.S. Madison's latest show, or I believe it was their show, may have been one of their fag talk shows. And don't be trying to do well. He said, no, PHAG, friend, okay, talk. And y'all better not say it neither, okay, catch.
As opinion because you hold my feet to the fire about giving my opinion about how I feel about things, but then you get on this platform and say what the fuck you want to say, and then you want my sister to hold me accountable about my opinion when you're doing the same thing, and I'm just confused about that.
Okay, well let me clarify some things for you. Now, sister, he about to clarify. He about to
No, I'm tripping.
No, he about
to. It's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. But the difference is I'm the incriminating one.
You in your feelings now.
You want to criticize me and make it seem like I'm being shady and nasty, and when that is not the case. Come on, Kurt. I'm just stating my opinion where you do. So I would like to understand. I will pose this question to you, Frank, because I like you.
Now wait, sister, wait. Now tell me, sister, you like him. Now you do like him.
I do.
And I like you. And I like you.
So what is the difference between what we do?
Okay, here's what I want to say. Hold on, y'all let my two sisters have their conversation. Not too much, bitch. Let me say this. First and foremost, it is not my intention to try to tear you down in front of these people.
Are you sure?
I want you to listen and not interrupt. I didn't interrupt you. I just want you to listen. I just want you to listen and not interrupt.
But you interrupted me, but that's okay.
Did I?
You did.
Okay, sister, let him get his point across now. Come on, Craig.
It should be in front of all these people.
Okay, I'm going to let you finish, and then I want to say what I want to say.
Girl, say it.
Don't give me girl, because I didn't disrespect you.
You sure you got your titties out?
Don't give me girl. If you give me girl, if you give me girl, I'm gonna cross the line. Now, what I said. Now, sister, you're treading in the water of disrespect. Well, I'm trying not to go there with you. I'm trying not to go there with you. And so what I was going to say, sister, let him get it out. This is a part of what I was saying about you on the show. I said on the show, if you and I were friends in real life, I said you and I have a rapport. We've talked on Instagram, but if you and I were friends in real life, these are the things that I would say to you, because for me, in my real life, and I have real friends here in the audience, I can't be friends with you if I can't be honest with you. And so I'm not. Wait, let him finish. Part of the problem is you don't like constructive criticism.
Bitch, you know that girl.
See, now it's girl, now it's bitch. Now if I cut you up in here, then it's a black man tearing a black woman down. If I put you up in here, then it's a black man tearing the black woman down. You can't even listen constructively. You can't even listen. I didn't go wrong. Okay. If you listen to the room, they're on my side, not yours. Okay, all right. Well, hold on. Let's go. If you listen to the room, they're on my side, not yours. So this is what we're going to do. We will talk about this afterwards, but no, we don't need to talk about it afterwards. No, we do. No, we don't. Because I tried to give her an opportunity. You know why? Because what I think.
All right, so there you have it. They had a disagreement, couldn't get it out because it was so much disrespect that Craig felt that it was, and it was definitely disrespect. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Gay 101. Everybody don't want to be called sis. Everybody is not a diva. Everybody is not those things. Respect people as they are. That's not even gay 101. That's common sense 101. And anytime that Tamar has a point, she negates it by being childish, loud, and obnoxious. And Tamar, I have really tried, to be patient and hold my mule with you, but you need to grow the fuck up.
I mean, are y'all surprised? Because she really was so nasty to Ayanla. And that woman tried to do nothing but help her. Her own mama had to tell her, don't you say another word. I'm telling you now, apologize. You know what I mean? Like, but this is, you know, she the baby, and y'all let her get away with so much, and she was very disrespectful in that video. It was no need. You can't have a constructive conversation with her. This is nothing new. This is typical Tamar. She absolutely went too low, and it was unnecessary. You wouldn't even let him speak. How are you supposed to resolve it if you won't let somebody speak? And Tamar needs a lot more help than we know. I don't know. It's just, she too old for this. She damn near 50, acting like this.
Child.
I can't.
Well, they've been lighting Tamar's ass up, and
Good.
she should have stuck to the records. This is beneath her. Well, it's not even beneath her anymore. It used to be beneath her.
She, you know, it's not about her talent anymore. It really isn't, and it's this behavior overshadows everything else.
We could just look here. It's just gonna get us from here. Okay, yeah. You hear that?
Yeah.
Sorry. I haven't seen these. I haven't edited it, you guys, but I advertised it. So I'm going to give you an unedited interview. So,
I agree. Love. She always gets in her own way. It's not about her talent anymore. It's always about her antics. And, you know, she has mental health challenges. I will acknowledge that.
She said that?
She does. Remember?
She said that?
Previously,
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes.
I mean, she
allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. You know, when she was in a relationship with David, she had some mental health challenges.
Is David the guy with the dreads or the white guy?
The one with the dreads.
Oh, because that relationship she had with that white guy was a hot fucking mess.
Yeah, that was arguing with
the one with David was a hot mess too, right?
Yep.
And the one with Vince was a hot mess.
Yep. All of them.
Well, all right, you guys. I had an exclusive interview with Mia. The rest of the interviews will be out this week, so be on the lookout for them. But they will be dropping first on No Chaser TV, the podcast with Chase Brown. So you guys make sure that you go listen to them on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify. And if you have an Android, on Android Podcasts. And so here is the unedited interview that I had with Mia Thornton. Can't believe you guys are getting it unedited. So, but we could just look here. It's just going to get us from here.
Look here.
Okay, yeah. All right. Let me know when you're ready. We're ready? All right, you guys. It's me, Chase. This is No Chaser TV, where we keep it to you hot and fresh all the time. And I have the one, the only, the famous, the infamous Mia. Mia, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm really good. You look amazing. Thank you. I got some things I want to ask you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, watching the reunion back, right? You only made it to through the first part, 2 parts. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: you didn't really get to address a lot. Stacey says, in regards to the infamous trip to Miami, Stacey says that she's not a liar. She doesn't lie. But on part 3, there is a huge, shocking bombshell. Knowing that she says that she never lies and she called you a liar in regards to Miami, what do you think about what we're going to see in part 3? Does that hold true?
Yeah. So I wasn't there. I left the building. But based off of what I know and what I've heard afterwards in conversations with her and what I've seen in previews, all I have to say is that anytime someone is like casting the blame, it's probably because they are themselves. So if you call me a liar, it's because you probably know what a liar looks like.
Catch that dirt. All right. Well, let's start off.
That's why I'm not offended. You know, like, and that's just typical. That's the natural law. Like, whatever we see in other people, we see in ourselves, right? You have to identify with it. And I just think that, you know, I'm never going to say that about any of these women because I know that that's not my truth. And I'm not going to ever degrade them to that level of saying that they're a liar or saying anything about them that I don't believe. But if I believe it, I'm going to say it, right? I will hold true to that.
Now, interesting you say you won't degrade women to that level. As you were saying at the reunion, you were probably at one of your lowest moments. Did you feel support from anyone outside of Jacqueline, which I'm sure she probably supported you, but anyone else in the group, were they there for you?
So and in hindsight, like I have realized that I can't expect anyone who's never walked a day in my shoes to be able to understand the level of what I go through on a day-to-day basis. And so it was probably, I did a poor job of explaining to these ladies that, hey, this is a season that I really need you guys to show up for me. I can't show up for myself right now, so I really need my girls to really rally around. But of course, obviously, they saw it as a moment of weakness and they preyed on it, and I'm good with it. It's a season I had to go through because it's a very real season. I'm sharing my real life. I don't make up storylines. So as you go through your real life, we all know that it ebbs and flows. And I don't want to pretend to be perfect in any platform that I do because I'm not perfect. But I will continue to rebound and strive and end up on top.
That's interesting you say you're not perfect. You're showing your real storyline. You and G just did a live. I watched it, and I learned so much more about you. Whether you wanted G to tell it or not, he told the story. And so, what do you think moving into season 10, if the show is renewed and you come back, what do you think season 10 holds for you moving forward?
So I honestly want to come back and I want everybody to see that we have gone through a storm. And that storm, there's now a rainbow and there's a pot of gold on the other side, honey. And, I feel like I also want people to know that it's okay to be vulnerable and to be authentically you and still be able to be a boss and a phenomenal mom and a powerhouse. And it's okay. Just because I'm all those things doesn't mean that I can't fumble. I like to say that my crown may tip a little bit, but honey, it doesn't fall off.
Thank you. Last question before we go. We have to ask, you mentioned women supporting women. Karen Huger, we've gotten the news. We've seen the trials and tribulations over the years. She brought you into the group. But as you mentioned, women supporting women, where do you stand in relation to her sentencing and your relationship with her moving forward, and any words that you have for her?
Yeah, so I do think that what's going on with Karen is unfortunate. I do feel like I have always wanted her to take accountability for her actions that she played. And, I never wanted her to go to jail, and I do feel that there's a lot of prayer that's needed. I'm concerned for her. I'm concerned for her safety. I'm concerned for her mental health, and I can't say that I'm not. Like, I'm praying for her, praying for her family. And Gordon has reached out to Ray, and they're going to get together and have some lunch soon. So we are, at the end of the day, like, we care about each other. So I'm praying for Karen, and I want her to be okay, and I want her to come out on top.
I know that's right. Thank you so much, Mia. No Chaser TV. You guys have a good evening. Thank you.
You're amazing.
Well, at least I'm amazing. Did she lie about that? Oh, God.
No, that was really great. And you said it wasn't edited, so.
It wasn't edited. It was straight as we did it. The thing about interviewing people is it's not my job to detect whether or not they're telling the truth or not. You know what I mean? So that's her space to say what she wants to say. I think I asked questions. I hope I asked questions that people wanted to know while staying in the moment. What did she think about Karen? Who was her support in the group? Which basically I got nobody supported her this season. And, whatever else I asked her. Oh, about, Stacey calling her a liar after Stacey was exposed for allegedly paying TJ. Now, TJ didn't come up with no receipts, so I don't know what that's about. He would have just dropped them if he had them, in my opinion. So I don't know.
Wait, did you didn't hear that allegedly he was sent a cease and desist? So that's why we ain't gonna get the tea on.
Who said that though? He said it?
No, he can't say nothing.
He can't say he was sent a cease and desist.
Or we don't know if he got a gag order too. I don't know
anything about anything else. Now a cease and desist for the cease and desist is crazy.
I mean, Stacey did. I remember because Stacey was saying, when I do contact him, it'll be with my lawyer. I was like, I guess she's standing on business on that. Sorry, y'all background, but yeah,
She's so tired. Let it come out if it's true. She's so tired. Y'all know how I feel about her. Oh, but I did want to ask Latasha Collins. Hey, Latasha, I see you in the comment section. Did it look like I paid to be there? Oh.
Catch.
Catch, girl, catch. But we can do that because that's what we do here. We fam. In the club, we all fam, right?
Right.
You guys, what are we gonna call this? This thing is growing rapidly. We have streamed on Facebook for the first 2 times this week. We got like over nearly 3,000 views on the both of the videos, the Atlanta review as well as the Married to Medicine review for a first week on Facebook. We got almost 18,000 followers on Facebook in 2 months. We have 11,000 followers on TikTok. The Instagram is doing well. We hit a milestone here on YouTube. La messy. And we just have been going up. The podcast is out, you guys. So let's make sure we run at the podcast over there. But what should we call the community?
All right, but where's the link?
To what? The podcast?
Yep, you're supposed to drop that.
Okay, you're right. But what should we call the community? What are we? Are we chasers? What are we doing? If it's no chase, I don't think we should be chasers,
Yeah, that's true. That doesn't make sense.
That's why I didn't go for it.
What y'all think, Bookies? What should the community be called? Straight.
What? I'm gay.
Yeah, but
That's
no chasing. You giving it to them straight.
Yeah, well, no.
Not chase riders. That's not
the chase riders.
Chase riders.
Y'all riding for me?
T chasers.
T chasers. Ooh, y'all thirsty?
Oh, sippers.
The sippers.
I kind of like that.
I like that. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna put sippers down. Who came up with
so
sippers?
well, you got that one.
Okay, Noel came up with sippers, so I'm gonna put that down on the list. I want to do a list and have everybody vote on all the platforms of what we're gonna be called.
Not chuggers.
Chug-a-lug.
That was from Latasha. She said, Love said, we ride at dawn. How does it feel, Chase?
What?
By the way, the update is we got 11,000 on TikTok. So we just crossed 10,000 last week. And then
we crossed 10,000. No, we crossed 10,000 on Sunday morning.
Right. And
so we're at 11,000 now.
We're already at 11,000. That's what
You asked me how does it feel?
How does it feel?
I'm trying to know for real. I'll give y'all a quick backstory. I started I grew up watching wrestling, right? And so I had a website dedicated to a wrestling group when I was 16. So that's like 2000 whatever-ish, right? Anyway. So in high school, I was running that. And then from there, I had my own blog, which I will never share the link, but it was on a little fashion blog with me and my fashions and stuff, on my fashion blog and whatever I had. And, that was like something I had in my late teens, early to mid 20s that I maintained. And then from there, I went on to write for That Grape Juice. I went on to write for Sheen Magazine. I did red carpets for Wrap Up. I was a part of the Shade Room, Roommate Talk Atlanta, Boss FM, which is a digital radio station. I was a voice on the morning show in Atlanta, the Streets 945 morning takeover with Young Jock. Then I was on Clubhouse, The Lean, and now this. So I have I've given up a lot because I felt like it just wasn't never going to happen for me. I got to be honest,
Yeah.
And even if it did happen, I was pouring into everybody else's stuff and never into like what I wanted to do. Right. And I feel I'm grateful. I'm honored. And I'm thankful because I wasn't ready for what I wanted when I was younger. Now looking back at it, I thought I was going to die, child. Oh God, I'm just going to die if I don't get it. I was auditioning for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I didn't get it. The Street 945 morning show, we were having contract negotiations and the contract negotiations fell through, and And so I was really depressed and I went through a lot and I gave up for a very long time. And I took nearly 6 or 7 years off to basically get a life, and I got a job and was in the clubs and fighting and fucking and whatever. I was doing what I wanted to do, right? But at the core of me, I knew that it was something that I was supposed to finish. And I feel like this is the first time that I've seen something through, and it's actually starting to permeate. And I'm just excited. I'm blessed. I'm honored. And I heard something last night that said God won't keep sending blessings to you if he can't send them through you. And through this project, I've learned that, like people come to me all the time and ask, can they be involved in certain ways? And it reminds me of when I wanted to be involved in certain ways and I didn't know how to be involved. And so people now see me as a point of entry for them. And I appreciate that. And I'm trying to make a way for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's big for me, but it's almost bigger than me, if that makes sense. But I'm really grateful. I'm really humbled. I'm in awe. I'm shocked. You know what I mean? Like, I'm shocked.
Yes, Chase be shocked. He be like, look, another milestone. Look, y'all. And we be like, yes.
And I've never had a space where I felt that no matter what I did in my life, I was celebrated. So just being honest, I've never felt like celebrated. You know what I mean? For my talent, for whatever I brought to the table. I just never felt like it was really recognized and appreciated. And so to be in this space with people who do that is foreign to me, which is why I'd be like, what? For real? I
that's
got
a big
imposter
deal,
syndrome.
y'all. Yeah, that's a big deal, y'all. We be like, yes.
But I don't want to keep babbling, but I thought I had given up and I thought I had did something, but somebody made me aware that everything I had been through over those years prepared me for now. So that's why I'm grateful and thankful and all of the things. And I just wanted to keep growing and keep progressing and, eventually make some money. I love to do that,
It's coming.
because I still don't have a full-time job. So, I'm thugging and bugging out here. I was on that trip to do the Potomac thing with a wing and a prayer, but it got done, and I'm just really grateful. I'm trying not to cry. I'm really grateful. That's how I feel. I'm grateful.
Yeah, y'all, we had fun in DC. DC was, especially Chase. Chase had a lot of fun.
I know how to, but I get my work done, but I'm gonna have me some fun, child. I was gonna feel like this. And then the whole next day was sick as a dog, y'all. That's why y'all didn't get Potomac on Monday. I was so sick. Oh, I was so sick. I was throwing up in the airport. It was bad. I left my contacts, my toiletries, everything in DC at the hotel. JS having to mail them to me. So yeah, I had it all. But we got that work done, didn't we?
And it came out good. Like,
it looks amazing. And I want to thank the Reality Rundown.
That was from their camera or your camera? Because we filmed stuff.
I got a lot of footage. I'm going to put some stuff together for something else on my footage. But yeah, I want to thank the Reality Rundown again and Wellington Gomez. I want to thank all of you guys. I want to thank you, Tori B. Yeah, just some really, it's just crazy because I felt like we were under the radar and then boom,
That's how they say that's how it always happens though. Right? If y'all don't know, we're on TikTok, IG. I know Amanda K knows. She be on all the things.
And Amanda K, thank you. I want to thank everybody, but thank you, Amanda K. Everybody.
She be on all the things. So
she be on all the things,
we
y'all.
watching. We be paying.
She be on all the things, and I love that. Thank you.
Too, okay.
Be on Facebook too, letting them have it.
Some of them said they know us from Clubhouse.
Really?
Some said they discovered you on Twitter.
Wow, really?
Yes. So they coming from everywhere. But appreciate you all. I don't know. We gonna see who, if anybody else got some other names right now. Sippers is at the top spot.
Love says read this comment that's highlighted from Scorpio.
Scorpio said, and I'll tell you this, you've inspired me to continue a dream. You keep going and keep representing.
Oh God. All right, don't read no more. Thank you.
Yes.
Read love. Thank you, Scorpio, but we ain't gonna read no more of that because read love's comment at the top. before we get to Latasha's. I'm sorry.
At No Chaser TV, you never know if we're gonna see a tussle or hear testimony. That's the truth, though. You know.
If they get on my nerves, they're gonna cut that out.
Oh yeah. But how we tussle in a group chat? We tussle.
No, y'all. I don't be fighting with you bitches.
You the damn lie. You the main one.
Latasha Collins says she doesn't even know how to use TikTok.
Yeah, the aunties is trying to figure it out.
Me neither, but it's whatever I'm doing is right. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't take it for granted whatsoever. I'm really just happy and grateful. I don't take it for granted. Let's go ahead.
Another one.
Damn, she coming with it.
Right. The tusslers. That I don't know. But see, Chase sipping right now. I don't
know. No, because they be in every comment section fighting.
Yeah.
It's not even like exclusive to here anymore. They be fighting on TikTok. They be fighting on the Facebook, y'all. I'd be like, Lord Jesus. Let them fight. I ain't got nothing to say. Chase.
See, Demisio is right here with me. Chase sure is the main one, Tori. I know.
Who that count?
How you gonna say Demisio don't count?
I said it. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank y'all so much. Well, let's give them one more because we went through that spiel. Let's give them one more.
And somebody,
what else? What else?
I forgot who it was. Somebody else mentioned, I definitely saw the video of Mia on Yes to the Dress. Yes.
Why does everybody keep saying, y'all want me to post that video so bad?
No, they was just like, did y'all see Mia? Yes, I saw it. And she definitely put in a lot of work.
IG is calm, Sean, but it's growing. It's growing. It's growing. We done got almost 2,000 people on Instagram, and that's very hard to do. Yeah, Instagram is very hard.
Yeah, from a couple hundred to I don't even. Yeah, it grew. Actually, that was a lot.
That's a lot of growth.
There was a lot of growth there.
A lot of growth.
It was a couple hundred. I feel like it was 300, and before I knew it, it was 12, and now it's 16.
It's 18.
It's 18 now. See?
Yeah.
I can't even keep up with the growth.
But I'm just happy because I want God to keep enlarging my territory and increasing it. I don't want to stop it. We have anything else? Anything else that hit that we want to talk about?
You talked about Lisa Barlow. There wasn't that much stuff today. Unless y'all think about something else.
Oh yeah, the comments are pretty calm. The Married to Medicine reunion trailer should be out tomorrow or Friday, so look out for that, you guys.
Unless they want to talk about Atlanta.
Well, we have an Atlanta show, so we reserve that for that, y'all. Just saying. I'll give you okay, all right.
Because I feel like they want to,
you.
Go ahead, child.
You.
Talk about Traitors. I ain't watched that season. I'm telling you,
I was so disappointed with who won Traitors. I went viral on Twitter because I said one thing about Traitors. They're going to make sure I don't give a damn about who wins. 2 seasons in a row now. I could care less who won.
I only watched the season with Phaedra.
I maybe it's me, but I hate those Pilot Pete Dillon types. I'm going to find the traitor. But 9 times out of 10, they always end up being some finely chiseled white man leading the team to glory. Like,
I don't listen. I'm late on a lot of things anyway. Like,
it's nothing against white people. It's just like that. It's so tired, you know.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, Sean.
Okay, yeah, I'll talk about that. I will talk about that because, as you guys know, Dawn from En Vogue has been sleeping in her car for the last 3 years. Now, fuck it, I'm gonna just say it. That's her fault.
Yep, I'm glad you said it. Okay, because Her group is still performing. She chose not to be a part of that. And she broke up Lucy Pearl allegedly.
That's
So
her fault. The reason why because she does not want to rejoin In Vogue while Rona is present. You see, Max was like, shit, move over, Rona. Max got on a good foot because one thing about In Vogue, they stay booked. And summer's coming up, and they do a lot of shows in the summer. They stay booked. In Vogue is always on somebody's tour, somebody's TV show, somebody's something. So at this point, if you it ain't even about liking a person. It's doing business. I don't like half the people on No Chase TV.
he friend. Anyway. But yeah, she didn't want to be a part
Free
of
your mind.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. She could have made money. But yet your ego and your pride is getting in the way. They moved on without her.
Who is Lele Everett? Elijah Everett. Is that who that is? The social media girl who passed away?
Oh, I did hear about. I don't remember her name.
I think that's what her name is, Elijah. What happened to her? How did she? Y'all, what happened to her?
That's very sad.
Sean said they booked their every state fair in the USA. A booking fee is a booking fee. They're not sleeping in their car.
She the only one.
But while they booked at every state fair, they be on late night talk shows. They just got done doing the NBA All-Star game. They were on a tour with New Kids on the Block, and those tours they do every summer sell out. So like they be booked. They do be booked. They be booked.
And I feel like that's the she probably just put this out because they really booking stuff.
Hey Jazz, do y'all want another interview? I'm gonna give you an interview. I'm gonna just give you Jazzy's. I'm having fun tonight. I'm chilling. I'm gonna give y'all Jazzy interview. We're gonna go. Jazzy's interview was pretty mild, but she's a sweet girl. But I'll give y'all Jazzy. Oh, that's Jacqueline. We're not giving you Jacqueline. The Jacqueline interview was real good. Y'all have to tune into the podcast for Jazzy, for Jacqueline and Candace, people.
Jacqueline's felt like the longest, wasn't it?
Jacqueline's was the longest.
Yeah.
And that was the one they told me 2 minutes, but that wasn't my fault. Jacqueline kept talking.
Yep. So that should
I was trying to wrap Jacqueline up, and Jacqueline, and another thing, I was like, damn. And another thing.
Spill all that tea, girl.
And I let her. And she did.
Jazzy did a little bit too. Not on camera though.
Oh, Jazzy spilled some tea off camera. You want to tell them or no? No, you gonna keep it to yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know why? Because it be too much fake stuff coming out.
Well, yours from the source.
It's huge.
Okay.
I'm a big chain major, so I appreciate that on a whole other level.
I need to figure out how to Okay, I want to mute it until because that was our pre-interview talk. You guys, one-on-one, talk to your guests before you interview them. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You already know.
Okay, yes, I know.
She's very sweet. She's very sweet. She's a sweet girl. And she ate me ass up on that panel.
She sure did.
You guys have to check that when that drops on the reality rundown. It was amazing.
Riddell, Jazzy, how are you?
I am fabulous. Thank you for having me.
Are you as fabulous as you look? I mean, you look amazing. Give the people a twirl, girl. Get into it. Get into. Yes.
With the Rideau hair.
Yes. Rideau hair. Yes, because you and your whole legacy and everything.
Absolutely.
I remember hearing about that. Give us a little bit about Rideau hair.
Just a tidbit. I started Rideau hair in honor of my grandmother who had a custom mailbox on our home. And growing up, it always said Chateau Rideau. So when I decided to launch my own business as a tribute to her, initially the name of my umbrella business is Chateau Rideau. Why? Because growing up, she said, listen, honey, these are your roots. You have French roots. You spell your name like this because of this. This is your origin. Your history is so important. And the biggest biggest thing is that she not only became a Black commercial salon owner and one of the first ones in our city, but she also was able to put forth those earnings to create a larger business that did so much for me, my family, and the things that she was able to show me at such a young age is the Jazzy Rideau today came from Tony Rideau. And so it's so important to me to just give back to my grandmother and honor her legacy, because I don't take it for granted, the fact that she was able to show me so much. And she did that not only through the hair business, but then going into real estate. So I think it's a rich history, and I just love when I can showcase, the reason why I started my business.
Absolutely, that makes so much sense. Glad that you were able to share that with us. Speaking of matriarchs, legacy, Karen Huger has a long legacy with the Real Housewives of Potomac, a day one OG, and we just received news this week that she has been sentenced. Now, my question to you is, when at part one of the reunion, Karen does her thank you message, and she thanked you. Is there something about your relationship with Karen that the fans were not aware of, or do you feel that she used you to take a dig at Wendy?
I definitely don't think that she used me to take a dig at Wendy. One thing that the fans don't get to see is that Karen and I have a very close relationship, and throughout this traumatic experience that she had due to her behavior, it really touched me in so many ways. And, when I recognized that this was something that was blowing up and she had no support, I personally made it a point to make sure that she felt supported. There's no darker feeling than being in such a regretful state and yet having so many people just kick you while you're already down. So I did offer her a lot of support and sent her several different Bible scriptures and things like that, just trying to make her feel really supported.
You seem very supportive. You went to Miami for Mia. We know the story. Well, no, we won't take you back. But
Don't take me back, because I'm here with Mia today.
I know,
No,
by
I'm
the
just
way.
joking.
But we're not going to take you back to that. But I do want to ask you a question. Well, just for the WWE universe out there, your cousin is Lash Legend, correct?
Yes. My cousin is Lash Legend. She's amazing.
Now, your husband, I was always wondering when I found that out, has your soon-to-be husband, congratulations, by the way, excuse me. Let me jump in the gun, okay? Don't jump the broom for you. Okay, I know that's right. Has he considered going into WWE?
It's funny because my cousin Lash was actually here a couple of weeks ago, and she was here with her hopefully soon-to-be fiance, Trick.
Right?
Yes, and he was actually pulled Darius to the side. They were having their guy talk while Lash and I was catching up on family business and all of the things. And it's something that Trix has definitely ran past Darius. But Darius has been an athlete his whole life. I hope that whatever he does just makes him happy, and I'm already one of those people that look at him on that field and I'm like, God, please don't let him get hurt. So I don't want him to do anything that would, jeopardize any injuries or things like that. But, he might go into WWE. I wouldn't be terribly mad at it if I got to,
There.
And like I said, he's a natural athlete, so, and like I said, Trix have taken him to the side while they were just here a couple of weeks ago and was kind of talking to him about it. So I'm like, I'll have to tap in with my cousin and figure out the ins and outs of it all.
Yes. Last question. I'm going to let you go to it. You were mentioning, happiness and everything. What would make you happy moving forward for yourself in the group? If there's a season 10 and you're a part of it, what would make you happy moving forward with the group?
What would make me happy is really seeing the group navigate as real girls. Seeing the group really try to connect on a deeper level, even when the cameras go down, to really cultivate those friendships so that when we do get the cameras up, it's really shown. You know what I mean? Oftentimes, I think that what I observed from my first season is that when those cameras go down, the girls are a little skeptical because they don't want to tap in with you and then tell you something that you might bring to the platform. So it can get very finicky. But I hope that we can build together on a level of trust that allows us to genuinely connect, even when those cameras go down, and to cultivate some real friendships where it's like, you can trust me that I won't bring certain things to the platform when the cameras are back up.
Thank you so much, Jazzy. I appreciate it. You have a good day, okay?
Thank you so much.
My gosh. The jazz. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Thank you for having me, guys.
All right, you guys. The other two you have to get on No Chaser TV, the podcast. And trust me, those other two you do want to get, okay? Because they were juicy. But that's Jazzy's first season. She was around, so it was only but so much I can get into. She didn't want to talk about Miami, so I didn't want to push her on it. However, thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. We do appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and go for the evening. She looked amazing, Zoel. Thank you, Amanda K. You asked a good question. And that is the difference between a blogger and a journalist.
Okay, chill.
Yeah, a lot of wrestlers were former football players, so that's why I asked. And he was standing right there, and I was trying to drop a hint like, "Girl, is this football shit ain't working out?"
Yeah.
All righty, Tori B, you have anything you want to add before we go?
No, this was amazing. Y'all got some tea, some juicy tea, and a testimony.
Oh, was I giving a testimony?
Yeah, you was.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, why is that a bad thing?
I don't know. It shouldn't
Where
be,
you get
but
that from?
Huh?
Why would you think that? I think that's a good thing. You inspired people.
Not a journalist. Oh, no pressure over here, Diva. Zoel says, get into me tussling with my hair. She's just trying to work that tussle angle real hard, child. It's on the list, baby, okay? On the list. All right, for Demisio in the back, thank you so much, production, as well as Tori B up here with me. My name is Chase. Make sure that you guys like the videos, comment, subscribe. Go over to No Chaser TV, the podcast, and give it a spin, as well as leave reviews, you guys. It's very important that you guys rate us 5 stars and leave reviews on No Chaser TV, the podcast, as well. We do greatly appreciate you, and we will see you again soon, okay? And be on the lookout for the trailer dropping for Married to Medicine, and we'll talk to you on Monday. I believe Tori B is going to be my guest for Real Housewives of Atlanta on Monday. So we'll see you Monday at 7 p.m., okay? See you guys. Unless something else breaks. If something else breaks that's really juicy, we'll be back. You know it. But normally this is the last one for the week, and we'll get this show up with the interviews and everything else on No Chaser TV, the podcast. We'll see y'all then. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm joking. I'm joking.